everybody, it's the Sisters of Savings, and we're here to check out the all-new Kia Carnival.
Wait, is it called Carnival or Carnival?
I don't know, it sounds fancier when you call it Carnival.
Okay, perfect. There are so many cool features though we are super excited about, so we're going to start off by just showing a few of our favorites that we found out so far.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so car's locked, you go into the grocery store, you go into the mothership, Target, wherever it is that you're going, and you've got arms full of things, maybe a few kids with you, whatever the case may be. Your car is so smart, it knows when you're coming with the key fob. So you just come up to it, you hold the unlock, everything opens. So kids run in, right? So you've got one kid going this way, one kid going this way, they're getting themselves buckled, and you can go drop all of your things back here. The other thing is, I don't know if you can hear that beep. So now the rear hatch knows I'm standing here, so it's beeping, letting me know, okay, you're here. So as soon as I back away from it, it's beeping a couple times now, and it's saying, get out of the way, we don't think you're there anymore, we're gonna shut it for you. So I just walk away from the back. Meanwhile, my kids have gotten in the car, they've hit this handy little button here and shut the doors themselves. So talk about amazing, truly hands-free. As long as you have your key fob, you can control your doors by just walking around the vehicle. Pretty awesome.
It is weird how many times you forget to close the back door.
I know, seriously.
Or how many times you don't want to have to open it.
I know. So let's say I don't want to have all the doors pop open. I just want one door to open up. I don't even have to touch the key fob. So it could be in my purse, it could be in my pocket, whatever the case may be. And as long as I lock the vehicle before I left, when I walk back up, it's just going to sense me and it's going to beep. Mirrors are moving so it knows I'm here. And then it's going to open up. I didn't even touch it. So obviously I wouldn't be standing there just waiting for it like this. But if I had things in my hands or I'm trying to talk to kids, hey, stay out of the parking lot, whatever the case may be, now all of a sudden the door pops open, they hop in, hands-free, don't even have to have the keys. They could be deep down in a purse somewhere. Super awesome.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at the inside of the vehicle. I love how sleek it looks, and one of my most favorite features is going to be a lot of the controls up here. So my number one feature that I'm obsessed with is passenger view. So if you take a look at passenger view, all of a sudden I can see Lindsay, hey Lindsay, and Becca. I can see my kids back there. I don't know, everyone's had those mirrors, I think, with their infants, and the mirror will always shift and move, and I have legit pulled over multiple times to check on my child to make sure they're breathing. So this would be amazing to just have anytime I wanted. With that too, let's say your kids are fighting in the third row or you need to figure something out. You can hit talk now. Hey Lindsay, how's it going?
What?
Is it loud?
So loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Louder than your usual talking
really?
too.
And I talk loud, so that's real loud. I'm sorry. Okay. You don't have to turn around and yell at them. Quit it! Don't make me turn that car around! No, I'm just kidding. Or you don't have to shout. You can literally just, I see them, I'm driving, and I can talk and it's loud. I love that feature. I also really like quiet mode. So if my kids are asleep, so I have two little ones, 4 and 2. And so quiet mode will automatically make it louder up here and softer back there, so I can still listen to my podcast or my music and jam out while my kids are sleeping. So I love that one too, which is super nice. So those are probably my top 3. Everything else is super nice. They have radio, all that good stuff, but those are definitely my top 3 favorite features up here.
Okay, so one of the reasons we all know and love the minivan is for the car seat abilities. So as you can see, Kia did an awesome job. They have ability to put in 3 full-size car seats along this first row, which is usually pretty tricky with the middle seats. I know the Sedona used to have a middle seat, but it was too narrow and I wasn't able to fit a car seat in there. And so what's really slick about being able to fit, even if you have like a newborn or somebody, you know, that you need to have access to very quickly, you can put the car seat in this middle one because it can fit it, and then you can slide it closer. So that way, if you have to reach around and be able to feed them a bottle or give them a snack or do whatever you need to do, you can move that car seat closer. So whoever sits right here, obviously you're able to put all the other kids' car seats in here as well. So 3 across. And then if you don't want to use this middle one, you can always take it out. You have the option to take it out so you have captains at any point in time. Actually, you can remove all 3 of these front seats. So for whatever reason, if you ever needed to move something or fill this van full of things, you could take all 3 seats out. But let's say you don't want to take out this middle seat, you can always use this. This can be a nice little tray, cup holders here, phone holders here, little serving area. You can also scoot it all the way back. So kids in the back seat, I mean, granted, don't worry, there's cup holders and things back there, but if they needed more of a serving tray as well, you can scoot this back for them. So I'm going to pull this back up. And then it's really slick to get to the back. Again, one of the Sedona flaws from the previous van was that these seats were super heavy to get forward and front and get all the way up so the kids can get in the back. And now you can just pull this one handle. It slides up with one hand. It's really light. It slides right up. Kids can get back here. Adults can get back here because it's nice and spacious. And believe it or not, it's actually set up for 3 car seats back here as well. So it's tethered for 3. So technically, you could have 3 car seats in this van at one time. Not 3, I'm sorry, 6. 3 in the back, 3 in the front. But ultimately, you're set up all the way around. And they did a good job of marking it. You can see, obviously, hey, here's where you put them in. Clip them right in here. But that's the car seat configuration and the seat configuration. Very, very, very kid-friendly, car seat friendly. A lot of big improvements from the Sedona. This is the rear cargo space, and they had a lesson learned from the Sedona. They made these seats so much lighter and easier to fold down. So one hand, you pull, boom, it's down. All with one hand, very, very light. Same thing if you want to just put it back up. And obviously you can lay this flat too to cover and have a nice flat space. Put it back up, one hand, and then you just pull this back. Set it right there. So super slick, super easy. And I think, as I mentioned before, I just learned today actually that this is the largest cargo space in any minivan in the US. So as much as you can possibly fit in, this is going to be your biggest option as far as cargo space goes. And you do have a plug-in back here. And my favorite, this is where I store all my secret wine bottles. Whoops, was I not supposed to say that?
Okay, so we're in the back seat. There's a ton of room back here.
Space.
And I feel like there's still good leg room back there as well. But one thing I noticed about these seats that I love is just how easy it is to move them. So like I can move up and back. Like look at how slick this is.
Oh, there's the little handle. Whoa!
I know, you just go wee and just around to the front. It's super easy and easy to move. And I know you showed that even as an outsider. But those things can be so clunky and heavy that it's super nice to be able to do that.
Right.
I have to be honest, I don't love the DVD set players right here. I know that the big reason they don't have it up here is for line of sight to be able to look out. The cool thing is that like I have 2 older kids, they can stream their own things on the devices, which is really nice. And it isn't, I just worry about them getting knocked and hit all the time. And like my kids always messing with them. But I love a good DVD player. And now it's a streaming system. You can put Netflix on there, which is awesome. You can screen share. So that's really cool. And for a long road trip, I have always preferred having some sort of DVD system. I just worry a little bit that my kid's going to break bust it off.
I know. I wish they were pushed in a little bit more.
Yeah, I wish you could almost like fold it in or something like that. But I'd probably still prefer the DVD or whatever they're called now. Or your entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
DVD screens.
Yeah, DVD screens. There's no
Streaming
DVDs.
screens.
Yeah. A rear entertainment system because they're a lifesaver in a long car ride.
Right. But, and you can order these without them.
100%.
So you can get this vehicle without it if you did feel that you had a specific 6-year-old son in your life that may accidentally rip it off when he walked past it. So,
or child that kicks it the whole time.
Exactly.
Because that's what mine do.
Exactly.
I will say too, I have a lot of friends who debate buckets or bench.
Right.
Like, oh, should I get a bucket or a bench? And I love that it's so easy to remove this one seat. I don't know why they don't all do that.
I know.
Because then you don't have to choose. If you don't need it right now, you take it out. If you want that extra seat, you just put it back in.
Absolutely. Because you're always eventually going to have, even if you have enough seats for kids, somebody's friend is coming along at some point.
100%.
So that you can at least just have that seat pop back in there.
I'm going to try and crawl in the 3rd row.
You're going to climb back there?
I just want to see what it's like.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can totally sit fully behind you, and my knees are like not even touching.
And this chair's as far back as it can go too.
And like
look at all the leg
room here. But yeah, my knees aren't even touching, and there's 2 cup holders on both sides, and USB ports. But
yeah,
the fact that I can sit comfortably.
Wow. That's
Like,
awesome.
That is awesome. Because I'm 5'7". I'm not like short.
Right.
So most kids.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. And these little shades.
Those shades are nice.
On every window.
You mentioned the USB ports back there, so there's one on each side, but there's also one for each passenger up here too. So there's one on the back of these chairs as well. And then you also have your plug. So you have a lot of ability to charge iPads, cell phones, road trip type situation. You don't have to worry about it. You're covered for pretty much every passenger in the van, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try something. Oh, I can
get
do
out
it
by
myself. That's awesome.
Wow, that's sick. Done and done. Sold.
Wow.
Sold.
You got your big kids in the back and they can just get themselves out every single time?
Okay, so when are you going to drive a Carnival?
Well, if you let me drive one, I will.
I wish. We don't have enough. They're pre-sold.
They're too popular.
They're getting sold right off the
Can't
truck.
take them from other people.
I know.
I love it though. My time will come one day.
You'll be 60.
I'll be 60. Oh guys, I finally got my Kia Carnival.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh man. I will say out of all the features, I think my most favorite is that it doesn't look like a minivan. So I'm a minivan skeptic. I hate to be superficial, but I love a good SUV. I have never bought into the minivan game. And although Lindsay loves it,
Yes, I can vouch for that. It's always been a hard sell for her, but
never wanted one.
as soon as she saw it, she was like, wait a second. I think I can say that that's an SUV with sliding
Doors, which is what I'm sorry, maybe I'm not speaking for every mom, but I think every mom wants an SUV looking car. It looks sharp, it looks sleek, it's got the new logo. I love that. And you don't look at it and go minivan. It's got like a tilt, it's higher up on the front, it's not going down. It looks super sharp, and I want to still look cool, okay? I'm not cool anymore, so I want to feel cool still when I drive a car.
I'm a cool mom.
I'm a cool,
not a
not
regular
a regular
mom.
I'm a cool mom. And I'm not a cool mom, but I want to feel like one every now and then. So my car makes me feel that way. And this still has that cool factor, even though it's a minivan. So Kia made the impossible happen. Being a mom, that's cool, that drives a minivan. Thanks for joining us on our tour of the Kia Carnival, or Carnival, whatever you prefer. Hopefully you enjoyed the looks with a minivan skeptic and a minivan lover.
Woo-woo! We appreciate you watching, and also if there's anything you want us to check out or review, whether it's a vehicle, features of a vehicle, let us know. We would love to help out.